Toys blocks set.
These are really nice. They're nice and big for small hands to hold. And again, kids, before they can put something on, it's easier for them to take them apart. So I was just to stack blocks up and just give them to kids and let them pull them all into 1,000 different pieces. What is nice about these is where they're big and thick, they also probably would make great tub toys. So not only can you play with them on the floor, you can take them to the tub. For those of you that have sensory tables at home, sand tables, or go to the beach a lot, they'd probably be another great thing for kids to use as a mold in different places.
Right, because they're hollow inside, so you can fill and spill with them too.
Exactly.
That's great.
Rice tables. A lot of people do kidney bean tables now. Things, all different types of sensory experiences. So try to think outside the box and not just use them for, blocks are great and they're a good developmental skill, but there's lots of other different places that you can use them. Another thing with these types of blocks that I like to do is for kids that are working on their gross motor skills is you can stack them up really tall. If they're working on, balancing on one leg, encourage them to kick them over. You can have them, play on their knees and reach up really high to build a tall tower. So you can work on more than just fine motor skills with these great classic toys.
All right, this is the Wonder Walker from Educo, and it's another brand new product for us, and it's a really fun little walker.
It's a wooden walker. What I always like with kids that are learning how to pull themselves up to stand and learning how to walk is to have something that's durable and sturdy that they're going to push behind. So many things are not as durable and sturdy, so they go to walk behind them and they flip over, they fall over, so it's like a crash waiting to happen. But this is a nice sturdy base. There's all sorts of different fine motor activities on the side. There's gears that they can turn. There's little balls over here they can move back and forth. There's different shapes that will go up and down on the path. But what's nice is there's a big open space in the front. So when kids maybe they're learning to walk and they're proficient walkers, they can put their stuffed animals in it and push them around.
Oh yeah, they love to do that. And that goes quite late. I mean, my preschoolers still like to do that.
Exactly. So this is a toy, again, that can be used early on and kind of progress through multiple age groups.
This is the Educo Switchback Racer. It's a little racetrack.
I still remember going to the doctor's office when I was little. The one thing that the doctor had was one of those marble track runs where you put the marble in and it would go back and forth. And it didn't matter how old you were, everybody kind of would fight over it in the office. And this reminds me of something like that, a very simple toy that's a very simple cause and effect motion, but that kids will absolutely love it forever. Same thing, my son was playing with this too, and he was laughing hysterically. You take the little cars, and you can put them on any tier of the ramp and just let them go, and they'll go all the way down to the bottom. Kids that are sitting, working on grasp and release, you can put them in from any angle, and they don't need, to go in from the top to get all the way down to the bottom. I was noticing that you can put them into the middle down here and let it go, and it'll still wind its way down to the bottom.
Great.
So again, a great toy, great for multiple age groups. As kids are also, again, still working on their gross motor skills, they're standing up, they're anticipating from a cognitive problem-solving perspective, where's it going to come out at the bottom? So they're going to look for it, find it, have to squat down, use their muscles, and then stand back up. So, not only are they having a lot of fun, but they're building a lot of other skills in the process.
Okay, well, this is one of my huge favorites. This is the MiniKick Scooter. And I wrote a love letter to the MiniKick Scooter in the ISIS blog a couple of months ago when my 3-year-old got it for the first time. It was just a huge hit from the beginning.
Yeah, it's nice to have toys that kids at that age can experience with safety. Scooters are hard for, they're meant for older kids because usually they just have their, one wheel in the front, one wheel in the back. So you really need to have a lot of good balance to be able to stand on them and maneuver them. But what's nice is that they add the 2 wheels on the front and they're bigger wheels, they're sturdy wheels, and they have the little one on the back. So it takes a lot of that balance component out of it. So kids can really work on learning how to steer it back and forth, shifting their weight, and gaining their balance skills. And it's a great tool for them to be able to learn how to ride a regular scooter later on. And I'm always going to throw in a disclaimer: make sure you have your helmets and your elbow pads and your whatever you need to keep your kids safe when they are out on the road with you. Hopefully, not by themselves.
my daughter used to just sort of shuffle along with it, like she just push it forward and forward and forward, and it must have been just a few weeks later. She was zipping right along with it, so it's easy to learn.
Great.
At least for a fantastic child like my daughter.